What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, family? Guess who's back? It's your girl, Dr. Shayna. I'm so excited for yet another Thursday night. Listen, family, I'm so excited tonight. Every Thursday, y'all know it is self-care is the new sexy. Meet the Speaker edition. So every Thursday night, I'm coming to you, introducing you to some of the amazing women that you'll be able to meet at the retreat. But even beyond that, so that's part of it. But July is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, and I want to bring great content for you all month long that helps us to manage our mental health capacities, take better care of ourselves, think about things perhaps we hadn't thought about, and do things that we've never done before that will help us to be the best version of ourselves. So, to help me do that tonight, I am bringing back to the stage my girlfriend and the assistant program director. I don't know. She's one of the director of programming of this amazing retreat, the Tracy L. James, the event curator. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, sis. I am always excited to connect with you.
I know. We always have a great time together. But before we hop all the way in tonight, please get in the comments. I see no comments coming through. That means we haven't started yet. Okay. Do me a favor, get in the comments, say hello, tell us who you are, where you are joining us from, because we want to hear from you. Share this on your page. Hey, Janelle, share this live on your page. Somebody in your world needs to hear what we are talking about tonight, because somebody, honey, is about to get set free. You don't even know you need a saving and a healing tonight, so you might want to make sure you got your pen, your paper, and your notes. We have three amazing women who are joining us tonight, who will be speakers at the retreat. Anya Hildreth, Patricia Berry Jones, and the Dr. Jessica Mosley. Can you get excited about that? So it's about to go down. Is everybody ready? Y'all better give me some readies in this chat box, because I don't know who here or who not. Tracy, you ready?
I'm ready.
Tracy, she ready.
Ready.
Okay, let's stay ready to keep them getting ready. Y'all, I got some amazing announcements to make at the end of this live. You want to make sure you are here, because there's some stuff happening and you not juicy. You need to be present. We're gonna be here for about 45 minutes, no more than an hour. So you don't want to miss it. You want to stay to the end. So I'm gonna get out the way actually for a few minutes and let Tracy begin these amazing interviews. Janelle say she ready, Tracy. She ready.
Yes.
She ready. And so I'm gonna bring to the stage the ladies who are gonna be joining us at this retreat. First up is Miss Anya Hildreth. Hey, sis.
Hi, ladies. How's it going?
Anya.
I'm bringing behind her Miss Patricia Berry Jones. Hey, Miss Pat.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing well. And last but certainly not least, we got coming up the Dr. Jessica Mosley. Hey, Dr. Jessica. You on mute. I don't even need you to unmute, sis. We need to hear you. Unmute. Let me see. There you go.
Ladies, what's up?
What's up, Dr. Jessica? Indeed. All right, Tracy, take it away. Let these folks know why they need to get on this registration list and how it's going down.
Baby, let me just tell you all, we are putting together something amazing. And it's gonna be going down in St. Martin. Trust me, you don't want to be at home and watching me go live from the beach. You don't want to be missing all the goodness, all these juicy nuggets these ladies are going to be dropping throughout this retreat. So before I jump into any questions, what I want to do is give each of these amazing ladies an opportunity to introduce themselves to you. And Anya, I'm going to start with you, darling.
All righty. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. So my name is Anya Hildreth. So by definition, my title is an integrative wellness life coach. I focus on your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health. And I teach women to understand their entire bodies in a holistic way. But I'm also a soul alchemist, and I'm also a Reiki master. So I'm an energy healer as well. I'm a podcast host. I have 2 kids. I'm an engineer as well. So I'm a busy woman, but I love and my passion and my purpose, because I did my healing, I found my purpose, and that is to help women to find their purpose, to heal what needs to be healed and to deal with their emotions and break those down. So that's what I do. I am the founder of Citizens Life Academy. I'm also a podcast host and producer of Citizens of Life podcast. And I'm so excited to be here. And I cannot wait to see the ladies there because I'm going to pour into them.
All right, all right, all right. That's what I love to hear. That's right. It's all about pouring in
That's
to
right.
help you get to that next level up. All right, you gotta be leveling up. All right, next, let me bring up to the stage the one and only Miss Pat Patricia Berry Jones, baby.
Well, thank you so very much, Tracy. And I want to say good evening to the young ladies that are here with me this evening, Dr. Jessica and Anya. I'm so glad to be here with you all this evening to share the stage with you too. Good evening, ladies. My name is Patricia Bear Jones, and I am the founder of 60 Plus and Still Poppin' Academy. Because I am 60 plus. Although I may look 25, but I am 60 plus, and I'm just really excited about that. I um I am a reinvention coach, and I help women to reinvent themselves from past hurts, and past hurts and wounds by increasing their self-esteem, confidence, and making self-love a priority so they can live their most authentic, exciting, adventurous life now. I am excited to be attending the wellness retreat in September. I'm excited to see all the women that are 60 plus. We have a lot of things to do. And one thing we're going to talk about, what was the last call you received? Think about that. So we have a lot to do, and we have so much to give as being 60 plus. It ain't over. Woo. Thank
See,
you.
baby, that's what I love to hear. I turned 50 this year. I need to know it ain't over.
Love it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, Miss Pat. And last and certainly not least, Dr. Jessica, introduce yourself to the ladies.
Hey everybody, good evening from Indianapolis, Indiana. God bless you. Thank you so much, Dr. Shayna, for this awesome opportunity. Greetings to each lady that is on the line. Just a pleasure to be here. People say, well, what do you do? Well, I say, I just help God's people. I am sorry, I'm sitting in my car. My mom had surgery, and I didn't want to miss this call because it's very important to me. I'm very excited about this wellness retreat. One of my favorite coins of phrases is broken crayon, still color. And one of the things that when I went through something very traumatic these last couple of years, COVID really did a lot of things, but I also went through a divorce. And it did not matter that I was on the top of my game, entrepreneurial wise or whatever. I had to take time to heal. And I think sometimes women, I know people say, well, we could take off the mask. A lot of successful women wear masks. And it's just an opportunity, whether I am dealing with clients that are 6, 7, 8, 9 figure women, or, we just hosted the Women in Business Brunch where Dr. Shayna was on one of our panels there. But just a beautiful opportunity to talk to women about domestic violence abuse. That is my nonprofit, Deborah's Place, for the battered woman. But God has turned that thing into something that reaches the masses, and that I literally am a supplier throughout the United States. God is good. I don't really call myself a coach, but I do mentor a lot of high achieving women and men. I have an oil for wealth, also an oil for healing. And so just very grateful to be in this space because I really believe that God is going to do something amongst these women that are coming from the north, south, east, and west, and from out of, that's crossing domestic lines to come there, because we're going to be international. So So I already know that something is going to happen. And I believe that, if God can heal waters, the Bible talks about how the waters were healed, then you can be healed as well. And I'm not talking about faking it till you're making it. There's no more of that. You can be successful and whole. And I'm excited to be there to talk about that.
Oh, I love it. Yes, I love it. Successful and whole. Because trust me, I was successful and broken. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time, y'all. So listen, we got another lady that is a part of our team that is going to be joining us right now. Come on to the stage, Grace Holden, the one and only. Introduce
Hello,
yourself to the ladies.
hello, everybody. I am Grace Holden. Hello, Dr. Jessica. Hello, Mom Pat. Hello, Anya. Hi, Tracy. So I am the speaker brand chick, infamously known as the speaker brand chick. I believe there is money in your mouth, value in your voice, and my entire mission and goal is to represent, protect, and cultivate powerful messages such as all of yours around the entire globe. So I'm super excited because I'm sexy, sexy, sexy from the inside out. Self-care is the new sexy retreat. And so I am looking forward to this. We have been working super hard preparing for each and every one of you. So I'm ecstatic. It was good to hear Dr. Jessica do her doing your opening, because I'm sitting in the car too. I'm sitting in the car. I just landed in LA. And I think last time was I coming out of Vegas, y'all? With
Yep,
Usher?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
so here we is. And the time before that, I was in some other city, but here we are. So I'm glad to be here with each and every one of you.
All right. I am so excited to have each of you ladies here with us tonight as we are talking about the self-care is the new sexy, the retreat. All right. Let's understand that self-care has become the buzzword. All right. And sometimes once things become like a buzzword, people don't really grasp and understand that it's really important. It's not just a new fad or a new little cliche term. The reality is this: when we do not take care of ourselves, we cannot effectively take care of anybody else. Okay. We can destroy ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and then we are no good for anybody else. And as women, unfortunately, many times we've had to do things because it was on us. And so now through this retreat, Dr. Shana wants to help us begin to create a real plan for how we can bring self-care into our lives in a manner that's intentional, that's purposeful, and that's impactful. So it not only will help you, but also help the people that you love and every person that you come in contact with. So as we dive into this, ladies, as you are preparing to go to St. Martin, what is one of the things that is really, really important to you to make sure that the ladies need to know so that they go ahead and get that deposit in? What is that one thing you want to make sure you say to them that says, hey, you want to be in my session, you want to be there with me?
One thing that I want to talk about is that it's okay to choose you, that it's okay to make you a priority. I think that as women, we always put other people before us, whether it's our husbands, our children, our clients, whoever that may be. It's okay to make me a priority and the priority. I would do everything for everybody else before doing something for Jessica. That's over. Those days are over. And it's not, and guess what? No is a full sentence. Amen. I'm gonna be quiet. I don't want to talk too much. But absolutely.
I was thinking along the same lines, Jessica. I would like the women to know, especially the women 60 plus, that it's time for you. You have sacrificed your life for everybody, raising your family, being that perfect wife, if we can say perfect mother, being right there, grandmother. But it's time for you. It's time for you to do something exciting, something you've always wanted to do. And you thought, well, no, this is not a good time. The baby got to have this, my son needs this, whatever. But so now, instead of putting yourself on the back burner, put somebody else back there and do you. As teenager said, I'm doing me. So it's time for you to do you with no excuses, no apologies whatsoever, because we are going to have a good time and so you can learn that it's okay to love yourself and do the things you have always dreamt to do, but well, no, this ain't a good time. Oh, I ain't got the money. I got to save for this and save for that. It's time for you to save for yourself and get it on, because I am waiting. We got so much to do and so much to learn. I'm looking and waiting for you, ladies.
I love that. I'm going to piggyback off of that. It's the same concept. What I want to help women understand and learn is like we were talking about earlier. Tracy, you said, self-care is like the thing now. But the problem is that a lot of people don't know how to do the self-care thing.
Right.
A lot of people have been seeing mental health, but let's not forget about our emotional health and our spiritual health. And that's what God is moving me to speak about, is how to dissect those emotions and get to know who you are on an emotional level, because that's your unconscious mind. We need to bring that forward to your mental space, which is your conscious mind, so you can make conscious decisions so that you can be healed and heal for yourself, for your kids, for your families, because at this point, we're going to be the head and not the tail. We're going to put ourselves first and not ourselves last. We don't have time. We need to heal ourselves. We need to elevate and vibrate on a higher level so that we can hear those downloads that God is trying to give us, because we can't with all the noise. Too much noise is happening around. We cannot hear it. A lot of women don't know how. We're going to give them the how. I'm going to give them the how. We're going to dive deep into those emotions and then break down your spirituality. Your spirituality is your soul. Religion is a means to your spirituality. We all love God. Excuse me. I'll talk for myself. I love God. God is my everything. God lives inside of me. In order to, when you pray, you talk to God. When you meditate, you listen to God. It is time for us to listen to God. And that, to me, is being woke. Stay woke, people. Listen to what God is trying to tell you, how he's trying to guide you. You are being guided, but too much noise is happening in the inside of your soul because of the propaganda out on TV or whatever. It's time for us to get back into our soul, understand our emotions, and be okay with that. So many of us don't understand that. With a lot of women that I work with, they just don't know how to unpack their emotions. Their mental side, sure, but their emotions is the unconscious, deep-rooted stuff that they're not getting to, which is what I want to talk about at the retreat, is getting into those emotions and giving you the tools and techniques to take back home for your kids, your families, your loved ones, and everybody else.
I'm getting excited. Grace, I don't know about you, but baby, I'm getting excited because all of this, I know, Miss Pat, I'm not over 60 yet, but I want to pop. I want to reinvent myself at this point in my life. And one of the things that I know to be true is that when it comes down to raising your kids, if you ain't dealt with the stuff that's on the inside of you, your emotions, that trauma, that hurt, guess what? You pass it along to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the process of trying to correct all the stuff I did to my sons, and praying over them so that they don't end up having to deal with as much as I've had to deal with, and encouraging them to go to counseling, to go to therapy, to deal with all of those things, because I didn't know no better. My mom was 19 when she had me. I was 18 when I had my first child. We didn't know what we was doing. We did the best we could.
Mm-hmm.
So, Grace, you're going to be stepping on the stage when we hit St. Martin. What you going to be downloading, girl? Come on. Bring it on.
Listen, it's so funny because we've been so much into logistics in these meetings, and you guys haven't really had a chance to hear what exactly I'm dropping. So, we are dropping the power of Control, Alt, Delete. Rethink, redefine, reinvent yourself, starting from the inside out. And see, listen, what happens when you push those 3 buttons? I'm gonna pause for a second. Just think about it. A lot of times we have a blue screen. A lot of times we're stuck. A lot of times our operation system isn't working properly. And so we're not quite sure what to do. And so guess what we do? We go, you know what? Let me press Control Alt Delete. But before we do it, we call everybody. We're not sure exactly what's going to happen when we do this. Am I going to lose everything? It's already giving me problems. So shouldn't I want to lose it? I'm stuck in this place. So we're going to talk about what happens when you reboot, redefine, reinvent, reinvest in yourself, starting from the inside out. And so we're going to talk about that power of Control, Alt, and Delete. And
All
I'm
right.
super
Ooh,
excited
all
about
right.
it because
All
everybody
right.
needs to reboot, honey.
Hallelujah.
All
Yes.
right. All right.
Let me tell you this, just the energy, and we're virtual. Ain't none of us in the same room, but the energy I am feeling in the midst of this conversation is so amazing. It's so uplifting. I'm gonna be honest, I was tired before I logged in here. I was just like, man, I told Dr. Shane I was gonna be on here. I'm a woman of my word, but I was tired. I had a 20-minute nap on you, but it wasn't enough. So
She working us like Hebrew slaves, and we loving it.
hey, we cranking it because there's a purpose behind this. Look, understand something. I love to travel. So this ain't just about going to St. Martin. All right. I can go to St. Martin by myself. Okay. Because I didn't travel by myself before. I can do it again. But this retreat is truly about bringing together women from different places, different backgrounds, different experiences, and coming together for a common goal. That's an issue that I feel like we have in this world, is that everybody keeps focusing on where we're different instead of focusing on where we are alike, where we have similarities.
Right.
And coming into this space, all of these ladies, they're all about helping somebody else get through what they've already gotten through. That's God's love being reflected into the world. And let me just say this to you. If you're second guessing, if you're thinking that I'm not quite sure, maybe I'll try and go next year, let me tell you what's going to happen. All the ladies that are going to be in St. Martin this year, they're going to rebook for next year, and they ain't going to be no spot for next year. So don't wait. I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen, because everything that we've been working on has been challenging. Has it not, Grace? Have we not had some obstacles we had to overcome to this point? And we got some more. And the reason that is because the enemy knows what can happen when this group of women gets together. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Dr. Jessica, I can't wait to sit at your feet. I can't wait. Miss Pat, I can't wait for you to pour into these women over 60 and help them pop. Anya, I can't wait to see you pour into this space of healing. And Grace, baby, you and I are going to talk about Control Alt Delete, because I had to do that a few times.
Yeah, when you get that blue screen, you're thinking to yourself, it's over. It's over. That's like the kiss of death, right? But there's something about the power of recognizing where you are and where you want to go. And sometimes we hang on to things that we need to let go. And it's in the let go for me. It's in the let go, right? Why are we hanging on to that? And I was thinking, you guys, ladies, I was thinking not too long ago, I have a lot of stuff in my storage. Now, I've been living in my place. My first lease is 13 months and my second lease is 15 months. Just follow me on this. I haven't had that stuff. That's over 2 years. I haven't had that stuff in over 2 years. Why are we still trying to hang on to things that we know we need to let go, that we haven't used, we haven't pulled out, we haven't thought about, we haven't considered? Now, I'm not talking about artwork and things like that we want to keep and hold on to. I'm talking about junk. I'm talking about things that we need to release. We need to reboot. We need to rethink. We need to reinvent. We need to reimagine. and see us as we truly are. See, I'm operating in what I need, what I'm utilizing, but that other stuff, I'm back to thinking, how am I going to do? Like, what am I, what's in there? What's in that box? Baby, let's control, alt, and delete.
Absolutely. So listen, ladies, if you don't have your passport, you need to go on, get that expedited right now. First thing tomorrow, you need to be filling out that paperwork, getting that picture, getting everything handled, pay that extra fee for that expedited, and get that passport. If your passport is going to expire, make sure you got at least 6 months left on that before you go to St. Martin. We don't want you to show up at the airport and they tell you, no, you can't get on the plane because you ain't got enough time left on your passport. So
and you can renew it before it expires. You can renew
that's
it.
right.
So don't, like, a lot of times people think, oh, it doesn't expire until September 1st. Go ahead and renew it now.
Yep.
Go ahead and do it expedited.
So just listening to y'all talk, I can tell there has been a lot of stuff that's been going on, but that's the devil that sees a huge blessing that's going to come out of this, that's trying to stop it. And that's what I tell everybody. If you're going through something difficult right now, that's because the devil sees a bigger blessing on the other side and is trying to stop it. I saw a post the other day. It said, God knew your purpose before you knew your name.
Ooh,
You
yes,
already
Lord.
know your
Yes.
purpose. So if you're here, it's for a purpose. If you were nudged to come here, it's for a purpose. You got to tap into that intuition and ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I listening to this? What is he trying to tell me? Your intuition is trying to tell you something and you might not be following it or following through on it. And you need to ask yourself why. And then you need to go on ahead and do it. Get that passport, go ahead and move forward. That's part of the process of getting unstuck. Start here. Let these women and us pour into you because you're surrounded by a world that does not give back. You're surrounded by a world of negativity, news, everything, racism, all kinds of stuff, sexism, everything. You need to be put into an incubator that's going to help you heal so that you can grow and that can jumpstart you into getting where you need to be after you leave. So this is the place to do it. This is the place to do it. And I feel like the ladies are going through a lot because the devil knows how big of a blessing this is going to be on your life.
And you know what? I would like to add, ladies, 60. I guess you say, well, why you do 60 plus and not 50 or 40? Because 60, that group, the 60 plus women, that group is the forgotten group. No one wants to talk about 60 plus. Oh, they're too old. They can't do nothing. They retire. What can you do? You can do a lot. You may be too young to do many things, but ladies, you're never too old to do anything that you want to do. You may be too young to drive. My grandson, 15, he's too young to drive. He's learning to drive. He's too young to drive. But you can do anything you want to do. So don't let people tell you, well, you're too old to be going to that, what's the name of that? Sexy world? You're too old to be talking about trying to be sexy. Oh, hey, no, you're not. You're just the right age. If you're 75, you're the right age. If you're 80, you're the right age. This is your time. This is your time to live your life for you, not for anybody else, ladies. We have played the martyr role too long. I want you to come, relax, have fun, get in the water, put on your bathing suit. Okay, hey, I got mine. You better believe it. And have a good time. Walk on the beach, let the sand get all between your toes. And just enjoy. Learn everything that is there because you can always learn something and take something back that you can apply it into your life. And they were saying, oh, well, maybe Tracy was saying, people may be saying, well, I can just go next year. Guess what, ladies? We would not be in St. Martin next year. It's going to be at another destination. Dr. Shana does not repeat herself. If you notice how she dressed, you don't see her wearing something twice. So therefore, she ain't going back to the same place next year. I can guarantee you that. So you won't be going to St. Martin next year. So if you don't get it this year, you'll miss it. So please, please, please prepare yourself for the adventure of your life.
Yes,
All
that is
right.
so
That's
true.
it.
She
That's
does
it.
not repeat herself, and she'd already been there, Mama. Y'all just went there to preview the property, and then we're going back. So you better believe we ain't going back to St. Martin. So you want to get in now
We
while
looking
you
at some other
can
places.
already.
So know this.
Already.
Dr. Shayna got some major stuff happening. And Dr. Shayna?
Did somebody call my name?
Dr. Shayna.
Oh, we done spoke you up, girl. We spoke
Baby.
Did I
you
hear
up.
my name? Was I being
I don't know.
paged?
Did we call Dr.
Baby.
Shayna?
Let me just say
What's her
this.
name?
These ladies.
Oh my gosh.
You got the right crew right here, baby.
Somebody
Talking
called.
about already the encouragement, the motivation, the inspiration, the nuggets that's letting you know, babe, you better be here. You need to get on this Dr. Shayna train now. Be a part of the first one. So Dr. Shayna, I know you got some announcements to make.
I do.
So
I do. But before I get into the announcements, I just want to say that these ladies are fire. And I'm hopeful that women understand the power of us coming together, right? Each of the women who you've heard from this evening share with you what it is that she does, how it is that she serves and she helps women. And they do it in a very, very different, very specific way. But the power of this is not what one of them does. The power is what we can do together. Let me tell you, there is science for this. So if I was a goose and I was flying through the air, I could get where I could go down the road, right? But if you put geese in formation and you have them all lined up together, baby, them geese can go 5 times further with each other than they can go by themselves. So I want you to understand that the reason that we are curating, you see, like the women who you see before you are not accidental. They're not. These are powerful women, and they are specifically curated to be in a position to work together to pour into you. Like, I want some strong coffee if I'm gonna drink it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want no weak coffee. I want the strongest coffee you got to burn me right here in the back of my throat so I make sure I know what's happening. Okay. That's what this is about. So this power of us being together, when I tell you somebody finna get their whole shout, the healing is about to occur. You don't even understand. And right now, as we sit in Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, we as women, this is why I want you to understand why this is so important right now. As Black women, we are at the greatest risk for mental health distress. Do you understand that we are the number one of any woman on the planet to be depressed? It's us. It's us. We are at great risk as women for heart disease. It's us. We're dying from heart attacks that were initiated by stress, by dehydration, by not taking care of ourselves, by taking care of everybody else. So when we're sitting here and we're sharing with you how we're going to show up, understand that it's not by accident. God put it on my heart that I had to save some of his daughters because he said somebody needs to hear a word in this way. Now, those of you who've heard me tell you the story, when I first thought about this retreat, it was going to be in Houston, Texas at the Hilton. That's where it was going to be. And then the Father said to me, no, you're not. You're going into international waters. You are going into as a far away land. I said, huh? How are we going to do that? And the Lord delivered every single answer that I needed to answer that question. So when I say this is a divine opportunity, that I answered the call that I was given. I try to be an obedient child. I really do. I don't like whoopings and I don't like being in trouble. So I answered the call, and I'm asking you, if there's something in your heart that's telling you like, oh, I need to be there, answer that call, because it's not for nothing. And these women are fire and they gonna pour in. This is just half, like not even whole half. You're seeing pieces every Thursday night, and it's just powerful. So with all of that said, I want to make sure I see in the chat, how do I get information? One of the things that I will announce tonight is on Saturday evening, there will be a information session. So if there's anyone here listening right now, matter of fact, I'm going to drop it in the chat. So give me a second. You will need to register for this information session. But if you're like, I got questions, I want to know more about it, come Saturday at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time to the information session so you can learn all about this retreat and what we're doing. Okay. And I'll drop the link for you to register for that in just a minute. And number 2. So one of the things that I know is so important is our capacity to not be stressed about money, right? I understand this retreat is an investment that you will have to make into yourself for you to get there. So I have partnered with a financing company that will allow you, sis, to finance a portion of this retreat. Can anybody get excited about that?
Woo!
Listen,
All right now.
you want to go to St. Martin. You're saying, well, Dr. Shana, I don't have $42.50. I don't have $37.50 right now just to drop. It's okay, sis. You need to get with us. Go to the page, Self-Care is a New Sexy. Get the details. Come on Saturday to the information meeting at 5 o'clock and make sure that we have a conversation around the financing options that we have. I don't want there to be any reason that a sister doesn't show up in this space and she knows it's heavy on her heart to come. I don't want it. Tracy, no excuses, right?
Not nary an excuse, because look, we're all about, well, I'm all about solutions, not excuses. Okay. So the solution to that financial piece, Dr. Shana and I already took care of. Mm-hmm. So what's your next excuse?
Right. So this is your opportunity to show up for you in power. So that's one thing. Now, the other piece for ladies who are here locally, okay, on this Sunday, I am hosting the first of many Dr. Shana Self-Care Sundays. Can somebody get excited about that? Dr. Shana Self-Care Sundays. All right. Y'all like it. Y'all like it. So let me tell you, y'all are the first to hear about it, because I only drop these kind of y'all my tribe. So you hear, so you get the first information. A flyer has not even dropped anywhere, and you're getting the information about this. On Sunday, July 25th, 3:00 p.m., I am hosting Dr. Shana Self-Care Sundays at the Executive Wellness. I said Executive Wellness. That's who I am. The Executive Nail Spa. It is going to be in the Vintage. I will drop the address and the flyer shortly this evening. It is RSVP only. If you are already registered for the treat, you are invited to come out. We're going to give you more details. We're going to get to know each other in a relaxed environment. If you're interested in coming to the retreat, you want to RSVP, you will get details. We'll have some giveaways, some things that we'll give. You know, I'm always trying to give. So we're going to give. So it is a spa, a nail spa. So you can get any treatment or any service at 10% off during that 3 to 5 o'clock hour. We're going to have eats, bites, treats. We're going to have drinks. You are going to have an opportunity, ladies, to really just relax, relate, and release. Have some fun, getting to know each other, getting ourselves pampered, honey, because part of caring for ourselves, it is an inside-out job. I took my nails off on purpose so that I could show up on Sunday and be pampered with you. So we will do that together, completely at no cost to you to show up. If you don't want a service, that's fine. You can still show up, but there's only 30 spaces, ladies. So if you don't RSVP, you miss it. And you're going to have to wait till the next Self-Care Sunday shows up. And it's going to be a couple more weeks for that happens. So you want to be here for this one, this Sunday at 3 o'clock. Okay. I'm going to drop the flyer and the link shortly. So you want to stay close to my page to get the information to do that. All right. How does that sound? Is that exciting? What we doing? What y'all think?
Yes. Woo, yeah.
Baby. Hey, I can't wait. I already told y'all I'm ready. Look, if I could pack right now, I would.
Okay. Listen, I'm talking about an amazing time. And so before we get out of here, we have about like another 10 minutes or so. We want to make sure we keep this under an hour to respect your time this evening. I know the ladies have already gone around and they've shared what they want to share with you. But I want each of you on the line right now to share what is your favorite self-care practice that you use in your world? Because one of the things that happens so often for women, we get so busy doing other people's stuff that we stop to create our own practice. And many of us don't even know what options we have. So I'm asking all of you who are here, share just one of your self-care practices with the ladies, how you do it and why. Go ahead, Dr. Jessica.
One of my self-care practices is just sitting and being quiet. I think we always want to, even if it's the TV is off, I don't want any noise. I want to be able to hear the house. I don't want to hear nothing. It's just like, I just want to practice the being in the moment and being silent.
Ooh. Now,
That's
Dr.
good.
Jessica said something. Silence is powerful.
Yes.
It's powerful. I love that one. And that's something that those of us who are talkers
Struggle
struggle.
with.
But no, I ain't out here
We
by these
don't
streets by
know how to be
myself.
silent.
I know I'm not out here in these streets by myself.
Well, Dr. Shane, I'm not a talker, so I don't know.
Oh, you sure
Oh,
right.
oh, wait.
What
Hold
was
on.
I thinking? I'm sorry. I thought that was Miss Pat right there. But here's the power of it, though. The power of being silent is that you can then hear some things you could never hear before.
That's true.
Because when you have all the chatter, your mind is consumed with chatter and you're missing all the downloads, all the messages. When I say God is always talking to us, we'll miss every single one of them when there's so much chatter going on. So Dr. Jessica just dropped a gem. She didn't even ask you for nothing. She just dropped a major gem that is the simplest thing you can do to literally pour back into yourself, because you open yourself and allow yourself to be in a position of receipt for the downloads that the Father has for you. Dr. Jessica, thank you for that. Somebody just got you should have got your shout, run around a few times, and you just got healed. You don't even know how important it is to sit and be quiet on purpose. It's major, major. All right, Grace L. Holden, what you got? What's your favorite self-care activity? Oh, I think she might be frozen on me. All right. Anya, what you got? What's yours?
So I'm going to piggyback off what Dr. Jessica said as well. So as a single parent, my alone time is very precious. I use the very early morning is when I talk to God and I listen to him, because I talk all day to God. All day I'm talking to him. God, what do you want me to do? God, what do you want me to do? Even in my business, I use God as the center of my business so that I understand where I'm going and where I need to go. Even when I don't have the answers, I wait in the mornings until I meditate and find those answers. So my meditation time is when I can hear him, when I listen to him. I haven't watched TV in 7 years. I grew up overseas, so TV really isn't that big of a deal for me, but I haven't watched the news because it's too much chatter for my mind. I have too much going on. The morning time, even though it's still quiet in my house, is the time for me to connect with source and my soul. And it's the best time. So I piggyback exactly what off Jessica said. And that's exactly what I do. Is it's my moment.
I love that. And what you talked about is you have a specific time that you do it, right? That's the intentionality behind it. And ladies, I'm hoping you're tracking that, because what we don't intend to do, we don't do.
Yep.
We just don't. And so what we're talking about tonight is creating intentional habits and practices that you can actually use that are going to have a big difference in your world. Thank you for that, Anya. All right,
Absolutely.
Grace L. Holden, I see you moving. You back. What's yours, sis?
I'm back. I'm back. Imagination. I actually sit and I do future thinking, forward thinking, and I do some imagination. We can call it dreaming, right? So I sit and I take a look at where I would want to be in 5 years, and I get smell what that, hear what that would be like, imagine what would that be like, visually see what that would be like, because sometimes we are so busy in the hustle and bustle, we don't stop and look at our future selves and imagine where we're going. So that is such a self-care for me, because then I'm creating my own script, my own movie, my own show, and I'm imagining exactly what it will look like. So I've already thought to myself, wow, this is where I'm going. So I things like silence and my yoga and all of those other things. Imagination turns out to be one of my biggest things that keeps me on track. And so that's what I love. I love my,
Oh, you in the Matrix, Grace.
for me.
You done went to the
I
Matrix.
know imagination. Yeah.
You in the Matrix. But I love imagination because that's
But yeah,
dreaming.
that's
It
it.
just is.
Yeah, dream.
It is dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a dreamer. I dream all the time. I'm a visionary. There's lots of dreams that occur as a result of that. It is absolutely a self-care practice because you have greater hope when you dream. And more hope gives us reasons to get up in the morning as we continue to go through and deal with all of the struggles that we have in life. So I love that, Grace. I love that. Patricia, you haven't shared yours yet. What is your one
Well,
activity?
I was just sitting here thinking, I have several, but I was thinking about what Anya said about meditation. I love to meditate and I like doing it in the morning as well. But in addition to meditation, I love going to the gym. I like going in the morning because I love exercising. That it helps me in several ways, physically, emotionally, and mentally. When I go and exercise in the morning, I feel so much better the whole day. It just lifts me up, gives me this positive attitude and energy. I'm ready to get started. If I go early, I like trying to get there by 6 o'clock because I open up at 4:30 and work out for an hour. I feel great. So that is one of the self-care things that I do in addition to meditation. And of course, I can even meditate in some of the things. I ride the bike, stationary bike, even the steps. I can meditate even doing that. So
I love
that
that.
is what I do.
Exercise is a great one. And I love that when you're in the 60 plus and popping crew, still exercising, which is extremely important. One of the other things that's important to understand is that medicine will say that we need to have aerobic activity, high intensity training, at least 150 minutes per week to maintain healthy body. And so I love that. It's so important to get moving. And I talk to women all the time who don't move at all, and we don't understand how much that hurts our body when we don't move her. It's kind of like you want your body to support you, but you don't give her what she needs to do that. So it's so important that we get some form of movement that's, safe for you. If you have a medical condition that precludes that, that's something different. But if there's no medical reason not to, I encourage you to get moving. I love that. Thank you, Patricia. Tracy L. James, what's yours?
Well, I do a little bit of everything that's been shared, but
Mhm.
the thing that really helps me is coloring.
I love that. Oh, yes. I've seen your coloring books.
You've seen my coloring books. And I have very specific taste. It has to be
Mhm.
like a Disney princess, Cinderella, something like that where I can color the clothes so I can, use different colors. And I have my own box of colors. My grandchildren can't use my colors. They have their own box here. But I do this on Sundays. I've set aside Sunday evenings and I take however long I choose to. And I just
Mhm.
honestly, I lie down in the middle of the living room floor with my coloring books and my colors, and it helps me to just clear my mind and redirect because I'm constantly on the move. My brain is constantly moving. I struggle to be able to sleep. So I have to have these processes that I
Mhm.
go through to help clear my mind. And
Mhm.
coloring,
Is it?
it does it. It
I
it
love
does
it.
it. Even if I can't even focus to meditate, I can just sit down and color for a little bit and it just
Opens
recenters
you up.
me. So
I love
that
that.
helps me get my mind back in the right place.
Uh-huh.
And it's even helped me shift out of spaces of anxiety and worry.
Mhm. You know what? Somebody dropped coloring in the chat box for adults is real and it's okay.
Mhm.
It's also a form of meditation too, and it relieves
Mhm.
headaches. Yeah.
Mhm. It is
Yeah,
good for so many reasons.
absolutely.
Yep.
Mhm.
Meditation can come in a lot of forms, even when you're driving and turn off the music and decide to
Mhm.
just be present in who you are in the present moment. That is meditation as well.
I love that.
Love that.
Thank y'all
Yeah.
for those ideas. I'll just offer mine. And, one of the things that I am a total fan of is meditation and breathing. I love breathing. I believe that breathing is a great opportunity to connect to source and self. Because what I understand is that when I get to breathe, it is only because God gifted me his air. And so every time I focus on breath, I can't help but focus on him because I understand I'm receiving a gift in that moment. And so for me, meditating in the morning is extremely important part of my morning routine, and it sets me on my way. It's powerful. I use the Peloton app. They have a lot of meditations on there. I will use YouTube. I use a lot of different things. But I encourage you, if that's something that you like, let me try that out. Go on YouTube and put 5-minute meditation. You don't have to meditate for long for it to be effective. You have a 60-second meditation. That works too. So what I'm asking those of you who are watching, drop in the chat, what's one self-care practice that you want to try this week? We've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things you could do with any one of those. Something that, like, I might actually try that. Drop in the chat, whether you're watching a replay or you're watching live. I would love to hear that from you. Okay. So with all of that said, Mari Daniel says, I really want to go. Mari, we want you to go, sis. You can go. You can go. Make sure you show up on Saturday to the information meeting. I'm going to put the link in the chat of this live when it's over. So you have it. So make sure you show up and we can talk more about it. You too, Deborah. We want to see you there as well too. So ladies, it's just about the top of the hour and it's time for us to depart this place. But I just want to say thank you to all of you for showing up and sharing with the ladies tonight. Let's see. Latasha is saying she will try the coloring exercise. I love that, Latasha. Tracy, you've inspired a whole lot of colorers here. Janelle likes the coloring idea as well too. Wait, I think the coloring has it. I'm going to try coloring. Tracy, I feel like we need to create a self-care coloring book.
Wow. I've been contemplating the coloring book, actually.
Wow, that would be great.
I actually have, because, the adult coloring books are cool with the little designs and stuff. But like I said, I like coloring people. I like coloring the clothes. And
I'm just saying.
So, your confirmation.
There it is.
There it is.
Feel like it's something that needs, just saying. That was in threes. 1, 2, 3. Did y'all catch that?
Dr. Shana, may I add one thing I would like to say to the ladies, 60 plus? Ladies, there has been a research study was done in 2018, and it was published in the New England Medical Journal. Your most productive years in your life is between the ages of 60 and 70. And the second stage of the most productive years are between 60 and between 50 and 60. I'm sorry, between 70 and 80. And the last stage is between 50 and 60. So it's not in your early 20s or your early 30s and all of that. You are most productive in your later years. So get it out of your head. You too old. I'm tired. I got nothing to offer. You have so much to offer. You have so much to give. And you are very, very most productive now than you have ever been. So I love that.
That's great to know, because some of us think we at our prime in our 40s. And what you said was we ain't hit it yet.
No, you still got some time. As my mom used to say, just keep living.
Keep living, and we'll make it. I love that. All right, ladies. Well, I appreciate you all for being here. Any final thoughts? So Patricia just gave hers. Anya, do you have a final thought that you'd like to share with the ladies you want to leave them with? And Tracy, and then we will bid you all good evening.
Sure, absolutely. So like we talked about earlier, if you're here for a reason. Follow it. Like Dr. Shana was saying earlier, it's better when we're in a tribe together with women, other women that are thinking along the same lines This is for you. This is to help you get to know yourself. This is to help you love yourself. This is to help you go back and take to your family so that we can help with love. The world needs more love. We need to love ourselves so that we can love others and let that energy spread like wildfire. I totally believe that what Miss Pat was saying, when it's just leveling up. It's your energy. It's your soul. It's God giving you, showing you and leveling you up. You got to keep up with it. And keeping up with it in your 50s and 60s, I can totally get that. I can totally get that because it's almost like a rite of passage for us to be able to level up, but we have to be able to keep up. God is saying, hey, look, I've got it for you. I've got it. I've got your purpose here. You just got to find it. And abundance is out there for everybody. There's so much sun in the world. It's for everybody. It's not just for one person. It's for all of us. So come on, join us. I'm excited to have you guys. I cannot wait. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Thanks, ladies, for having me.
Awesome. Tracy.
Well, I'll say this. I can't wait to see some of your pictures that you color. I'm gonna drop my new favorite coloring book into the comments after we
Okay.
finish up because, like I said, it just helps me clear my mind and it taps into that creative side of me. I can't draw, but I sure enough can color. So I encourage you to enjoy your coloring and shift into that space.
I love that. And Patricia, Deborah said in the comments, I received that, Pat. So what you shared, she said she received it. She
Oh,
tracked it.
good, good.
Excellent, excellent. Well, with that, ladies, I want you to know that self-care is sacred and self-care is absolutely the new sexy. When we're able to show up filled sufficiently, we have poured into ourselves sufficiently so that we can serve from our overflow. We show up in power, in confidence, clear headed, focused, determined, assertive, and ready to answer the call that has been placed upon our lives. It's a very different place to serve from than the depleted place that many of us show up from right now. So I appreciate you for being here this evening. I invite you out this weekend, Saturday night at 5 o'clock for the info session, Sunday at 3 o'clock if you're here local for the Dr. Shana Self-Care Sunday. Be on the lookout in just a few minutes for all of those links to drop in the chat box, as well as know that we have some amazing opportunities for you to attend this retreat and you can finance a portion of it. Don't get better than that. I'm just saying. All right, ladies. Well, have a great rest of your Thursday evening. We'll be back next Thursday with our final installation of speakers. You don't want to miss them, honey, because they finna bring fire too. It's a group of them. Oh my gosh. They like fire, fire too. All right, ladies. Y'all have a great evening. We will see you next time. Good night.